Today I'm going to be telling you guys how to remove and clean skateboard bearings. The first thing you're going to have to do is remove the wheels. You do this by removing the nuts with whatever tool you have available, such as a socket wrench, a ratchet, or a skate tool. Once you take off these nuts, there's going to be a few washers. I advise taking these washers and these nuts and finding a safe place for them where they won't get lost. This will save you a bunch of headaches and it will keep your hardware safe. After you remove the wheels, it's time to remove the bearings from the wheels. You can do this with a screwdriver and just stick it through and pry them up. You can get pliers and just grab onto them and pull them up. A common way to do it is to use the edge of your truck, put one end through and pry down gently, and it should just pop off. Once you have all this done, for all 8 of them, I'd use a rag or a paper towel to wipe them all down, get all that dirt and gunk off as best as you can. Once they're nice and clean, it's time to take off the bearing cap. Bearing caps are this thin metal ring on the outside to protect the inside and keep it clean. To do this, you can find a paper clip or a utility knife, anything thin that you can get underneath this, the caps, and pry them up. Once you pry that up, there's going to be a small rubber ring on the inside. What you can do is the same method, get your small thin tool and just get underneath it and gently pry it up. Just like your nuts and your bolts, it's important to keep these in a spot that you won't lose them because they're extremely important for your bearings. Once you have done all 8, just find a small bowl that fits all of them and pour enough rubbing alcohol to completely cover them all. The rubbing alcohol serves as a way to dissolve all the built up dirt and gunk that's on the bearing. I recommend keeping them in there for 15 minutes, but occasionally stirring them so that it can get all around. Once you have done this, there's an optional step of adding lubricant and speed cream. This will give the bearing the best performance, and you can find them at any skate shop. All you have to do is apply a little bit to each inside of the bearing and kind of spin it around, get it nice and evenly dispersed. And then once you're done with that, it's finally time to reassemble. You can take the rubber ring and the cap and put them both back on. Once those are done, you can put the bearings back into the wheels and then the wheels back on the truck. And when you tighten down the wheels with the nuts, you want just a little bit of wiggle room, enough to allow it to freely spin, but not so loose that it's super wobbly. Once you're done with that, just like that, you'll have a smooth ride ready to ride again. I hope this was helpful.